Hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another indie game review by me, the Swedish Wargoat, in exile in Norway as always. The Hex is developed by Daniel Mullins and his team, the same guy behind Pony Island that got really great reviews. I never played Pony Island, and I had not really heard or read that much about the Hex, so I went in kinda blind, and oh boy am I glad I did, and I actually recommend you, the viewer, to do the same, because describing this game will spoil it, even if I'll try to keep it all at a minimum. The Hex is a hard game to describe, as it is very meta and in some places more of an art piece on video gaming and its history. I just want to say that this is a cool and obscure experience with a high level of creativity, and that I strongly recommend it. Go play it now, and be warned, potential spoilers are ahead. The game starts with a telephone call at the Six Pints Inn, where the barkeep is told that there is a murder about to take place at the inn and that one of the attending guests is the murderer. The patrons attending the bar at this point are 6 old video game protagonists. Each character represents different genres of games. You got your platformer, your turn-based RPG, your isometric strategy, your first-person shooter, your walker simulator, your beat-em-up, etc. What follows involves exploring the inn with the different characters, as well as delving into each of their pasts to learn what brought them to the inn at the first place, which means playing segments of their genres. At a first glance, you wonder what the heck is going on with the graphics and overall design of the characters, but I promise they grow on you, and eventually you'll start to love them, as it helps makes this game an odd and awesome experience. The soundtrack is also great. You start off with Super Weasel Kid, a mascot platformer who had his debut in a well-praised game named after himself. The sequel, titled Radical Road, we learn, was a more mature game and got mixed reviews, and as we play on, we are in the third game, a reboot of the first game, but developed by a new developer that released it in a very glitchy state, which kills the franchise of Super Weasel Kid, all of which is represented through a mixture of character explanations, buggy gameplay, and Steam user reviews. And from then on and onwards, unpredictability will dominate more or less every single scene of the game. The mechanics of these segments aren't extensively developed, but the point of the game comes first-hand from its story and dialogues, with unexpected twists and turns and events spread out all over the game. There are several moments you'll be truly surprised by what you will see on the screen. This game breaks the fourth wall in a good way, and I love it. There were several moments I found myself drop a little smile or a small laugh. The Hex is not without its faults though, and the mid-game is a bit sluggish, as there are 2 genres that involve a bit too much repetition without variation. But the rest of the game is both fun and varied, and I like to call this game one of the best, if not the best, meta story that I have played. I highly recommend The Hex if you like playing video games to be an experience. The Hex is not a difficult game. The focus is clearly on being easygoing and amusing, so don't expect a hardcore challenge. And most importantly, the minigames are genuinely fun to play. I got hooked and played it from start to finish in 2 sittings, and it took me about 6 hours or so. The Hex is not a masterpiece, but it is a really good game and well worth its asking price of 8.20 euros. The game was released on 6th of October 2018 and is often on sale. Buy it and play it. The score ends up on 8 out of 10. Peace out.